I think I have that kind of audience who accept it. There are obviously ones who are going to question and make ridicule. So, I mean, that is something that even Ranveer Singh faces. So I have two elder brothers. So I was never pampered at all. Growing up, they pressurize you in certain manner, which is good, I feel, because that made me explore whatever I wanted to do. So Calcutta is anyway very rich in literature and art by default. So they never have this thing of कि मे जामु नाचे मतलब लड़की जैसे डांस कर रहा है ऐसे कुछ. And so are my parents. I mean they never thought कि अरे यार लड़की करती है तो pursue करना ऐसा नहीं है. I mean in fact my father for the longest time wanted and still wants at times that I should be doing classical dancing. Oh, possessiveness, I feel at times. It's overrated, I feel, and that's irritating. That can be very, uh, uh, it can choke the other person, in a way. We tend to have this tendency of thinking that, female are weak. It's also coming from the fact that sometimes you feel to protect them.
Yeah.
It's nothing got to do with making them feel that you are weaker. We can be more expressive nowadays, I feel. It's easier to express and though you're going to be judged, वो उसका कोई option नहीं है, कोई substitute नहीं है. But I just think that people are more accepting till a certain extent. Don't fake it, guys, just because you want to make it.
My next guest today is it feels awkward to call him guest because he's more of a friend to me.
Yeah.
And as always, he has started our meeting by teasing me by taking my case. But I feel that is what makes me glad to be in his company. He is doing wonders and he's doing what he does best. That is to charm people with his moves as well as his acting skills. And right now I'm in his company as we talk to the amazing, the Menzi of the hour, Shantanu Maheshwari.
Oh, thank you so
But
much.
I have coined this term, Menzi.
Menzi.
Yeah.
Nice.
Men from the Gen Z, Menzi.
Menzi. Nice.
Yeah. But why I called you a Menzi? Na? Because you defy the norms that we have actually grown up seeing. We have grown up seeing how men are supposed to be, how men are supposed to dress, how men are supposed to present themselves. What do you think kind of made you kind of take this step that I don't want to stand in the crowd, I don't want to kind of follow what has always been preached of how a man should be and kind of pave your own path, pave your own way of kind of maybe giving out a different kind of masculinity?
I think that thought was always there. It's just that you require certain kind of confidence and certain kind of push and right people around you so that they can help execute what you're imagining and envisioning. So I think the thought, as I said, the thought was always there, and I would give huge credit to my stylist also, to Piyu, because she has also worked a lot on the styling aspect and making sure that what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to express, we express it in the best way possible. And I feel, I've said this earlier also, I still feel I'm exploring a bit, but at the same time, I feel I am getting my grounds clear in terms of what I want to do. And I am never someone who wanted to follow trends or something. I'm not saying I'm going to be a trend setter or something, but it's just that I would just want to express myself, who I am, how I am. And if audience can resonate with it, well, if not, then obviously आप हर किसी को please नहीं कर सकते हो. So I mean, I think I have that kind of audience who accept it. There are obviously ones who are going to question and make ridicule. So I mean, that is something that even Ranveer Singh faces.
But how do you deal with trolls?
Luckily, I've never been I've never been trolled as such. So touch wood, that has never happened. So the well-wishers and people who like my work or who follow me or whatever, however you want to say it, but they have been kind, and I think they are intelligent people, they're smart people to understand what I'm going through, because they understand me as a person more than anything. So
yeah. Growing up, what was the kind of masculinity you saw around you, in your family, in your extended family, in your friends and everyone?
Like I come from a joint family and I was the youngest one. So I was not very pampered actually. I have two elder brothers. So I was never pampered at all. I mean, they used to kind of bully me, which made me tough actually. I will not say bully, but because bully is a very negative term. I think it's growing up, they pressurize you in certain manner, which is good, I feel, because that made me explore whatever I wanted to do, and and bring out the best in me, so that I can match up to their level at my age only. So even if like I have like what 3 years gap with one brother and another one 8 years gap, so they were always pushing me to match up to their levels. So by default there was a certain kind of again, it's not called pampering, it's toughness that they try to teach you. And even my parents actually, my that you have to be tough, and not something because you are a man, so you're a boy and then you will become man, so you have to be tough in that manner and crying, not in that case, but in just that life is going to be tough on you, so you better be prepared. And just try to deal with it rather than crib about it or find out shortcuts and ways to escape the situation. And so they were always very supportive, I would say, what you want to do, at the same time guiding me in places here and there. So that way, joint family really helped me to be who I am today, sir.
We see you back as a dancer in campus beats, and जब बढ़ते हुए ना, there used to be a very connotation कि like लड़की की तरह नाच रहा है, and नाचना लड़कियों का ज़्यादा काम है and all. Did you face that when you were choosing dancing as a profession?
No, I never faced that.
Thankfully,
never faced that. I think I've come from Calcutta, so Calcutta is anyway very rich in literature and art by default. So they never have this thing of कि मैं जामु नाच छे, मतलब लड़की जैसे डांस कर रहा है, ऐसा कुछ. Nothing of that sort. Yeah, they are very appreciative about art and culture, and so are my parents. I mean, they never thought कि अरे यार लड़की करती है तो pursue करना, ऐसा नहीं है. I mean, in fact, my father for the longest time wanted and still wants at times that I should be doing classical dancing. Yeah. Because एक base होना चाहिए किसी उसका. I'm not a trained dancer, मतलब I'm self-trained, self-taught. यहाँ से हो गया, इधर से उठ गया. But I've never done any kind of professional training as such. So he always wanted me कि एक इसको classical होना चाहिए वैसा.
Now we have a little quiz. It's not a quiz. Basically, it's like a
fun game, fun segment.
It's not fun.
Okay.
Actually, it's very serious. It's like a guide how to be a menzie.
Okay.
So we are gonna ask you some questions that kind of bashes and beats patriarchy in the face.
That's right.
So first, a toxic masculinity trait that you can't stand.
Possessiveness, I feel at times. I think that's overrated, I feel, and that's irritating. That can be very it can choke the other person, in a way. Yeah.
A casual misogynistic trait that you see a lot around you.
You'll have to help me out with that. I mean, दिमाग नहीं चल रहा है मेरा भी.
Like it could be maybe like paying the bill when you are the man on a date, or maybe out. Like I see a lot. I'll tell you that once I was out with my friend and his girlfriend, and the waiter came and he gave the bill to me or my friend. When I said there, they did not pass it to her girl. This is something like you see a lot.
I don't see that a lot, thankfully, around my people. It's very similar. I don't know. Maybe it's just that at times
you see the world with a rose glass.
No, I know. I'm not saying that way, but we tend to have this tendency of thinking that female are weak. That's embedded.
That is actually a casual misogyny.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. But it's also coming from the fact that sometimes you feel to protect them.
Yeah.
It's nothing got to do with making them feel that you are weaker gender. No, nothing of that sort. It's just that, I mean, chivalry is dead बोलते हैं ना, ऐसे कि वो aspects is what I think at times, because I feel sometimes it's like that. Yeah.
An incident in your life where you realized that you were being a little misogynistic, maybe casually, and you try to rectify it.
No. मतलब मुझे तो रियलाइज नहीं हुआ अभी तक. I always thought कि मैं equally treat करता. At times मैंने बोला है कि तू पे कर यार, ये कर. Yeah, I mean, I'm
treat them equally.
Yeah. I try to be. अगर किसी ने मैंने किया होगा तो maybe अभी तक किसी ने मुझे point out as such नहीं किया है.
Okay. What it means to be a man from Gen Z, or a man Z, as you say, as I say.
What it be? I don't know. It's just, I think we can be more expressive nowadays. I feel it's easier to express, and though you're going to be judged, वो उसका कोई option नहीं है, उसका कोई substitute नहीं है. But I just think that people are more accepting in till certain extent, and then they will ridicule. That is something that's going to be there in the society, so you can't change that, and it's okay. Those things are required, because if someone is going overboard, then there are people to stop you or ridicule you at times. So that's going to be there. But I think it's a nowadays we can express more.
True.
Yeah,
3 qualities a Menzie should have.
I should have chivalry, good manners, respect. Yeah.
True. An artist who stands for
And
a
work
true-
hard. No shortcuts, please. Yeah. I mean, nowadays I see like a lot of people tend to deviate because of social media. Also, I would say, but it's okay. I don't know. You all should avoid taking shortcuts.
An
Not
artist-
good for longer run.
An artist, according to you, stands for a true Menzie.
Don't know a lot of them personally as such, but I would say Shah Rukh Khan because he has survived.
Yeah.
So I think he is doing something.
He's a man of all generations.
Yeah, I think, and I have worked with him once for a project. So usme, I think he has a charm which one would want to possess. Yeah.
An advice you would have for Menzie.
Don't fake it, guys. Just because you want to make it, don't fake it. Don't fake it, guys.
And this is last. React to these misogynistic patriarchal statements.
Okay.
First, a man should earn more than a woman.
Not anymore, I feel. I know it's very hard at times to accept this because बचपन से भरा जाता है बचपन से, so it's ingrained at times in a lot of people the way they have grown up. It's tough to break that thing, but it's high time we should break that.
Yeah. Girls shouldn't talk to strange men.
Is that a thing? हाँ मतलब orthodox family maybe have. No, it shouldn't be the case, yaar. I mean, they should be free
True.
to talk to anyone who they want.
Women should be homemakers.
Yeah, this is something, I mean, it might sound controversial, but they are amazing at this. So I'm not saying that they should be, but they have a certain talent by default. Like Gujarati में गरबा होता है वैसे इनमें by default I think होता है equality.
Yeah.
So they
And
are
they
better.
want
They are better. Again I'm not saying they should be, but they are better at it. And obviously men should help them to get the house running, but and help them in whatever possible they can. But by default वो क्या बोलते हैं superior race है. वो है उस पे कुछ कर नहीं सकते. मतलब मैं वो जबरदस्ती defend नहीं करूँगा.
Yeah. Women are supposed to keep the family together.
No, not really. I think it's job of all the people who are staying in the family to keep everyone together.
Yeah. And lastly, raising kids is woman's responsibility.
Not really, not at all. I feel raising kids is a big responsibility, and it lies with both the parents and the family members if it's a joint family. So yeah, I don't think it's just माँ का पूरी responsibility to करना है. So,
Yeah. And I must say, like, we have had fun conversations. We have had now an intense conversation. And I think the next one is going to be a mix of everything. And can't wait for that next one. And just putting it on camera, I love your new hairstyle.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But thank you so much, Shantanu. All the best for Campus Beats. And I'm sure there's going to be many more dancer roles for you in future and many more other roles for you in future. Loved you in Tooth Pari.
Thank you.
I told you also. And
Thank you.
waiting for the second season, waiting for a lot from you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And sky's the limit.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so
sir.
much. It's always amazing to talk to you. And whenever I see you, whenever I'm standing there and तू आता है कभी कभी, I'm like, अरे भाई कैसा है तू? ये सब काम तो चलेगा, but how are you? So I mean, it comes very naturally to me. So thank you so much. It's amazing talking to you, and always you have fun segments and interesting topics to discuss. And yeah, man. Hey guys, this is Shantanu Maheshwari, and you guys are watching me at Bollywood Bubble.